Hey guys, we're just doing some walking around and scouting right now. We're down here at the lake and we're taking care of it and looking around. I see quite a bit, see quite a few deer signs. See some deer sign in here, and I see some deer sign. Looks like there's been a cat or there's been people here. On this, there's a small camp. Somebody built them a fire here and had camp. Somebody camped out over here. They just walk across the little dam over there and get over here. But I like coming over here because the water level with this, there goes one of those cranes or swans or whatever the heck you want to call them. The water level with this place right here that I'm walking to right now doesn't really change much. It drops maybe 4 feet when the water goes down, and people always walk around this, and so do the coon, which is a nice. There's some coon tracks right along here, and plan on doing some trapping. So just walking along the edge. We're not walking in the water. That'd just be plain ridiculous. They're not really walking in the water, but they gotta walk through some mud. Looks like 20 gauge shell. A real bell piece. There's some deer sign over around here, and just kind of walking around, taking a look at things. Here goes one of those little birds. I don't know what you call them. I just don't know what you call any of them. Little birds is what I call them. But you can tell where there's been some people over here and walking around the lake and just kind of walking around. It's dried out quite a bit since I've been down here last, but it's actually went down a little bit, and the banks dried out quite a bit. But there's still coon running around this lake around this little pond here, looking for food, crayfish and stuff, I'm gonna just walk around this. I think it's about a half a mile if you walk around the entire perimeter of this little lake here. But I decided I'd do some walking today, and I found a couple fishing lures down there at the little dam on the edge of it. They got some trees, pine trees, and there's got some pine trees for fish attractors, and people cast on them all the time, and they lose their lures and stuff. But I'm quite anxious. There's a lot of water that dumps into this little piece right here, and I could never figure out. It never changes height in the wintertime. Aha! Right here. See, it never changes height in the wintertime. And it's always the same height until they start raising the main lake. I could never figure out why that was. I figured there had to be something letting it out. Well, somebody or something, I'm not saying it was somebody, has made them a little kind of a dam here. And it's not like a to say beaver dam. Of course, I'm sure at one point it was. But the kayakers and everything come up underneath this log right here and come up into here instead of going across the dam, which there's no way you're going across that dam. But I can see where the deer have been using it. So we're just going to walk around it. Or walk over it, through it, something. Don't really know how I'm going to get across it, other than go through it. And it's a little cold to be going through it. But I mean, it just looks like normal rock. It looks like a normal, unstable rock. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. And these waterproof boots never got my feet wet. Well, my actual feet. I got my boots wet. I'm just going to go up this little deer trail here. Actually, we're going to go right here and we're going to look down in this. Because this is, whoa. That's quite a bit of oxygen getting put into here. You guys see it down there? That's, there you go. Quite a bit of oxygen getting put into the water. And it's just out of this little piece. I mean, it's not very big, but it goes all the way down. Goes all the way down to the main lake right there. And the lake's not very low, but it's down about 20 feet. 30 feet maybe. But the boaters come up into that part right there, and they'll party all night when the summer comes. And it just gets rowdy, I should say. It doesn't get bad, it just gets rowdy. But the deer are just going up in here and going across this. Not a big deal, they say. So the deer just disperses right here. Well, we're going back down to the water, to the water's edge. And see, you get some deer running down through here, running across, and going down the bank. No big deal. We're going this way. Somebody over the truck. I got from work. They're tearing down a couple houses. So I got some stuff from there. I got a sink and I got a man. That's either a hellacious fisher or that's a coon. I think it's a coon. Because don't fisher have their claws that retract kind of like a cat? And I had claws in it like a coon, so. I don't know, I've never trapped fisher. I've never had a need to go out to fish. That's not a coon. That's an otter. Looks like an otter, which we can't trap those down here anyway. But there's some otter prints. We can't trap those down here anyway. No big deal what the heck it is. But the lake's down quite a ways. As is this little piece, matter of fact. But it's not bad. We get out here, there's some coyote tracks. Well, they look more like normal dog tracks, but I don't see any foot traffic around here, like for people, like boots or anything. So it's probably a canine in terms of coyote or fox. So you spend a little bit of time here, goofing around. Spend some time here too, unless there's more of them. More than what I see. Oh, looks like a bait thing or some kind of a door or something. He got down in the water here. It must have been the otter done that. Got down in the water. That's a big ass deer track. Must have been the otter getting to look around, but those are canine tracks and deer tracks. That's a canine track right there. But this up in here, I might not be able to walk all the way around because this turns into a mud flat up here. I know it does because I've camped in here with a kayak before. It's real shallow about this time of year. It's real shallow. It turns into a mud flat almost. It sucks. But okay, there's some boot prints. I'd say it was a dog. Just running back and forth, having a good time playing and everything. But I'd say so much for muskrat sign on this part anyway. I'd say is a done deal. Unless I can get up in this little cove up here. And those won't be able to be checked in the morning. They'll have to be checked in the evening after I get off work. There's some coon tracks. But what we got over here is what I'm enjoying. This is straight dog prints right here. And he was doing some digging and some pawing. This one looks more like a baby boot print. But look at this. This looks like a catfish waller. I don't know if that's what you call them, or a turtle. It's just like there's no water anywhere close to it. Or there's no water anywhere close to it. It's just big and flat. Almost like a turtle or something's laid its eggs under the water. Maybe it's a bass bed or something, a big bass bed. Man, it's getting mucky right here. And getting bad. Quick. I'll have to walk to all these sets unless I bring the little John boat down, but I'd have to beach it over there and still have to walk up into here. That's still enough walking up into here because I couldn't just beach and that's a big print from something. I couldn't just beach it up in here and hope and pray it sit there. I'd have to here's another one. This looks almost like a catfish wallowed this out. And here, look at this. See it? The water's all the way down there. I mean, it's usually up into right here, but that's besides the point. This looks like catfish have watered it out and made them a bed. See, here's another one right here. Here's another one right here. It ain't got water in it. Look, there's a few of them right in around here. Look, there's a few of them. There's one big one right here. There's a few smaller ones over here. There's a big long one right there. But I think they're too big to be bass. There's another big one right there. There's a decent sized one right here. Come up into this little creek here, and I might be able to find some muskrat sign on this creek, because this creek's always going to be here. But I'd say when they back the water up, I'd see the muskrats just kind of move out, because this is a lake that is designed for flood control for Grafton and Morgantown and Parkersburg and Petersburg Holman, I'll get it right. Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh controls this dam. That's gonna be hard to get through. This might not be. To get down and under this. have to get down and under this. My big 200-pound ass is, if my 200-pound ass sinks, or if my 300-pound ass sinks, I'm SOL for a while. That's why I was kind of tempted not to come back up in here. But I'm going to. See, here's some more. But these look more like your traditional bass bed. Right in here around this structure here and here. And there's your structure. But I'd say there's a few of them up in here. I'll go back in here and check this out. They said there's beaver here, but I don't like I could trap them in here, but here's your sleeping willow sprouts. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Oh well. Whoa. Whoa, pick. Whoa, pick, whoa. It's kind of a pain in the ass. There's little fish caught in these little pools and they can't get out, so they're gonna end up dying. These little fish will. I think I should just made a bigger loop and kind of crossed this out, but oh well. Too late to turn back now. Why it's so dry in here is because of these weeping willows. Ooh. There's a deer. Just heard it pounding off. Oh. Well, I guess I didn't have to come through all that. Got right over there and went across that. Shit. Need to get back across and over to that. Anyway. Oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Live and learn. Do and learn. Do and learn. Oh well. Come here. Move out of my way. You branches. See, I came across this. All the way back over in there and got across that. And gotta get across this over here. Of course, this isn't where I crossed at, but oh well. It worked across. I'm gonna have to end up washing my boots off. Because I got over into this because I seen that. And I kind of did a little bit of a sigh of relief for me. And no, it didn't. Didn't give me any relief except some more mud on my boots. More mud on my boots, it did. That's all it did. Just give me some more mud on my boots. Make it heavier and harder to work. Harder to walk. Yeah. Oh yeah. Good stuff. Good shit. Oh. Good shit. Good shit. Actually, I don't think there's any way for me to get a... Oh, okay. It's actually not as soft as I thought it was. Okay, those deer are crossing there, so that means it's shallowish. But this right here is muddy-ish. Quite muddy, actually. But where I'm wanting to go is up in here. And no, guys, I'm not treading on danger. I know I've got some expertise to work with here. A little bit. Little bit to work with. Don't. I'm gonna be like, oh, he's going in blind. He's going in stupid. Well, no, not entirely. I know a little bit about this down in here. I also know that that lake's got to come up quite a bit to get me where I'm at now. I mean, it'll block my truck in, and I'll be fucked. But it's gonna come up a long ways to block me in entirely, as I can still get out of here before the main road closes. So I can just hop on the phone and call Dad and be like, hey, my truck's probably gonna get flooded in. You come get me? And all this is still flood plain stuff. So this is still flooded or floodable. So there ain't gonna be no muskrats in this floodable shit. But I guarantee you they're eating in the main lake. They're not eating up in here. And as long as I'm still seeing flood ravaged areas, probably not a good place to be muskrat trapping because it's flood ravaged areas. Which means the muskrats know it's gonna flood, so they're not getting up into this shit. There's a beaver hut right here under this big tree. I'm going for it. There we go. This is still floodable area right here. This has been flooded at some point. Now I'm starting to see more permanent muskrat area right in here. Just more permanent fixtures and more permanent muskrat sign, but it's still flooded on occasions. Been going for 29 minutes. These undercut banks and shit like that, still in decent ability to be used, and still in decent ability for muskrat trapping. It's just not the best for muskrat trapping. I mean, undercut banks, yes, is good, but I'm not seeing any definite sign. I'm not even seeing sign of, look how the mud is on the trees. So if it flooded, it'd still be over my head right now. Still over my head if the water did come up into here. So, is that the best idea in the world? I'm not getting anything from this. The only thing I'm doing is causing myself to get farther and farther away from an area so that I can trap. So we're gonna go ahead and walk down through all this. There used to be, this doesn't really flood up in here. It only floods when they bring the dam up in here. It's not really laid in here, which is nice. God bless me, which is nice. Hey, one thing, this old firefighting jacket works great. Found it, thought it would be good for something, and turns out it kind of is. It's good for something. Don't exactly know what, but it's good for something. It's good to just kind of use for a kind of a source of warmth in some cases, a source of now this is where it's gonna get tricky, because the water here is covered in grass, and I've got waterproof boots on, but the water's covered in grass and shit, so yeah. I'd say I'm gonna have to cross another creek before it's over and I'm out of this. I'd say I'm gonna have to cross another creek, or maybe a stream. Okay, this is more like a stream, a babbling brook, just a kind of a small little stream of water, and then I am assuming I'm out of the water. But you know what happens when you do that, right? You make an ass out of you and me. Okay, I'm back to a kind of dry area, a little babbling brook, and that takes all that down in there that I was going to cross, soaked. This looks like some kind of a hawk or eagle nesting pole right here. Looks like they quit using it, so they're using the trees. It's like somebody's been coming back in here and inspecting it. Looks like the coon have been climbing it a little bit. Or something has. Coon more than likely. Or fisher or bobcat. Something with some climbing abilities. Alright, now we're getting back down here, and it's actually fairly thick claws, so I'd say it was either... I don't really know if otter climb that much. I don't think they do. Fisher or bobcat or something else that climbs. Coon more... Well, no. That was too big to be coon. See, this is just a mud flat right here. Not really seeing much in the way of a trapping sign down in here. And I probably won't. This has a tendency to change over time. And there's nothing really set in stone in this area anyway. And these animals know this is a changing lake. They know that if they want to get to down here, they're going to have to walk it. They're going to have to walk the shore down to the lake. And they also know that this does have a tendency to flood. And they know if that's the case, and they're too far down the creek, they're too far down the bank, they're going to drown. So they know that this is a possibility it could come up and are going to be out of their home for a couple nights. The animals adapt to this. They're not stupid. They're not stupid animals. They understand and they know what they're going to have to encounter when doing this and living down here. The beavers, they're probably adapted to it at this point. They probably just understand the risks and probably figure, well, they're breathing animals too, just like us. They're mammals, creatures of habit. See that? Right there probably used to be a muskrat den. And I probably came all the way down to the lake. And I just had multiple holes to shoot in and out. But that's an old one. And somebody's beat me to it. But look at all. Man, look at all those fish. They're up in here. They're more like shiners than they are they're like little shiners. Or baby bass. Baby bass. So they're more just spread out, and the bigger fish are kind of having a field day with them. Because those baby bass are about, those little baby bass, little minnows, are about the only thing there is to eat in this area. In this little lake for the catfish and stuff that get stuck in here. Because they don't leave when they let the water down. They're stuck in here all winter. And the bluegill and everything just kind of come on to, yeah, you're just kind of stuck in here now, guys. So you're just gonna have to live with us. So you're just gonna have to live with us, kinda, you know. So that's a nice sized bass going there. Decent sized one. I'm gonna go ahead and walk up into here. Give you an idea of how much this shit changes over a course of a few weeks, pretty much. And it only takes one good storm to get this back up to where it's good fishing again. But the Army Corps of Engineers won't do that. They'll kind of let it generally come up They just start lowering it, trying to hold off the water from Pittsburgh and Morgantown and Fairmont and Clarksburg and all them. Basically from Grafton on down through the Taggart to where it dumps into the Mon and all that. Well, you got keep the water and everything off of Pittsburgh too, where the Taggart dumps into the Mon, or where the Taggart dumps into the Mon, and the Mon dumps into, you believe, the Ohio, or no, it turns into the Cheat, and I think it goes into the Ohio, and I think the Cheat dumps into another river somewhere along the way, and then dumps into the Mon, which isn't too bad of an idea. I mean, it just dumps in and just goes on, but you got to put up with all the other places down through that could possibly flood and kill a lot of people, which time and time again everybody's tried to tell, and everybody's should have figured out by now. You're not going to control water. Quit trying. Fight hunger. You're not going to control the water. If it wants to, I know they say Mother Nature and God and all that. Well, I'm telling you this right now. If the Lord wants, and you guys can fast forward to whatever time you want to, or just quit watching the stream and come back later and figure out what it was. But just hear out what I'm trying to say here. Okay? The good Lord upstairs, the man upstairs, whatever you want to call him, Mother Nature, whatever. I'm a big believer in creation, not evolution. Most people aren't like that. I understand that's your belief, what have you. But I believe in creation. I believe in everything is controlled through Him. I'm not a big churchgoer, but I still believe there's somebody up there, higher power, that controls everything. Weather, environment, everything like that. Mother Nature, if you want to believe it's Mother Nature, go right ahead. I believe it's my Lord and my Savior, Jesus, or Christ, whatever you want to believe in. I'm not forcing that on you. Just telling you what mine is to take care of everything. That's not a Jesus Christ. That's a 12 gauge heavy shot. Good God, that's 3.5 inch shell. So I found another one over there, just directly across from this. Somebody's been doing some duck hunting, and it's heavy metal, 1 to 1.5 ounce, number 3 shot. There's another one right there. There's a wadding right there. I mean, come on, people, pick these things up. So somebody's walked around this entire lake, seen a duck, shot it, probably sent the dog in to retrieve it, and had it done and over with. And it's been a while. It's been a while back. Or maybe they were hunting in the water from a boat. I don't know. It's kind of strange. I'm finding them on the water's edge and not in the water. And that was not fired from in the water. That's never had any water on it. It's rust free, and it's, you guys can smell and tell how old it is. There's a speck of rust right there, and that could have happened within the last couple days. It really smells like sulfur and gunpowder. So it's been fired before all this rain, which means it was fired more than likely today, and it's just got a little bit of oxidation on it because we got some rain Sunday. And we got some rain yesterday, which probably didn't amount to much here, but we got some rain. So this was fired within the last 2 days. This right here has been fired. You know, with me finding all these campsites around here, but I've only found 3 of these shells. So whoever's doing it's doing it respectively. I don't mind. Where they just come down and shoot one, or they just come down, shoot one, and take it back, plate it up, eat it, come back down the next day, shoot another one. It's no big deal. I don't dish that, but or anything. So I bet you that was the dog I was seeing. He was just walking around, seeing if he could flush something out and shooting it, and the dog was going to get it. So that's why the dog was over there prancing around where I found those 2 other shells, and there's, well, the other shell. But I'd say that's what it was. The guy was just shooting. If it was too deep to go over his, if it was going to go over his boots, he just sent the dog in after it. So he only got probably 1 or 2 and just kind of turned around and came back out and was done. Or maybe it was geese. Maybe he only wanted 1 or 2. Or maybe he shot his limit of 1 and just figured, huh, that ain't bad. He said that'll feed me tonight, and moved on. Or maybe he shot a few down here, went up to upper and up to the upper part of this, and shot 2 and went over and shot 2 somewhere else, and just kept shooting them and shooting them and shooting them, and decided, okay, that's enough. That'll feed us all, and I headed on out. Oh well, my battery's dropping quick, so on this phone, so. And I made my lap around, so that's a decent walk, I believe. I'm hot and I've got this big coat on because I wanted to cover up my work clothes so you guys can't see them. There's no markings on this jacket. Where it came from, no nothing. I don't think. No. There's no markings where this jacket came from. There's none of that. You just know it came from the fire department. There's no markings or anything on it. There's not even any on the back. So no big deal, right? Oh. Back to the truck now. So it took me a little over, I'd say it took me about 45 minutes to an hour to walk around that. Because I walked a fair way. So that's my walking for today, and I was doing it in boots and heavy pants and a big coat. big shirt and weigh about a little over 300 pounds. So, where I was done my workout and everything. So, see y'all later. We'll catch y'all sometime. Didn't really find anything that really interested me. Gotta get my keys out here. My keys out, get my truck. Got some, I'll show you these pieces I got. I'm gonna put in the first shed. Got a stainless steel sink. Got a breaker box. Got an outlet. Put that on the outside, I think. And run my wiring and everything up into it. Got a piece of bamboo pole. That's nice. But all this wiring in this is outdated, so I'm going to have to redo all the wiring. I don't know why they didn't take out the breakers. I really don't. But oh well. It'll work. It'll work when I put in my building. I mean, it's just not. See, there's old wiring in there. This old shit that looks like I call it looks like snake skin. And you got some of this old. Old, good heavy plastic, and you got some new mixed into it. So somebody's tried to upgrading the wiring. Little chipmunk over there running around. Okay. You see somebody's tried upgrading the wiring on it, and it just hadn't worked for them. But I'm gonna run thick underground wiring into my building. Underground wiring to get into my building. And run everything right. Bring it in right and everything work right, and bring my main in right, and I'm gonna try it anyway. We'll see y'all later. Well, I guess I can turn the camera. There you guys go. There's that seat right here. You can see where somebody's tried screwing with this wiring. I call that the old woven shit. Not too bad because I used to use lead on the inside instead of paper. Let's see, this has paper in it too. So this isn't too old. This isn't too awful old, but it's still old. And see, this is what I used to call lead wire, which is not lead. It's got the copper wire inside, but it looks like it's lead coated, which it's not. Somebody left a comment. Who was it? Crap. Who was it? I can't see it. It was something bow hunter. I seen your comment. What are you doing, bud? Just finished up with a walk and got a piece of bamboo right here. The tearing down house got a bunch of bamboo around it where I work. So I got a piece about 7 foot long. Got a sink. It's gonna go in the trapping shed somewhere. I'll probably build a bracket for it and take a drain line right outside. And basically, the only thing that'll be going down it's maybe some water, but I'm not running a water hose quite yet to the building to hook all this shit up with. But I don't think it leaks. I just got it out of an abandoned house. I just grabbed it out of an abandoned house. Get in here. Get in here. Woo. These things are hunk of junk. It's old. Well, it's not too old. It's only 9 years old. Yeah, I know. Free's the best. Too bad I'm leaving. I found me a new job. I've actually got the job. I'm just finishing out my 2 weeks. Um, there was a bunch more stuff in that house. I wish I could have got it out before I left. But they kind of frown on trespassers in those old houses. But it's not really a trespasser. I'm a trusted passer. I guess you'd call it. I don't know. A trusted passer, kind of. I'm gonna plug my phone in. I'm gonna plug my phone in. That way you guys can. Whoa. Man, I wish I could take this off. This cut off, but I don't want to give you guys where I work at. I mean, that'll give you guys a pretty good. Whoa. Well, you guys know my name, so no big deal. But no big deal. You guys want to see the name? There you go. Maybe we're just down here. We're goofing off tonight. We're headed home. Got off work at 4. And we're just going to head home. It's about an hour and a half later. Of course, I put some gas in the truck, filled it up. Might take Friday off. Cornfield. Beavers have flooded this side of the road. Right there. There. Down over the bank right there. This is public land. Right there's going to be your placard coming up right there. It is public land. No big deal. Huh. Nice signal, buddy. He went up that road right behind us right there. Oh well. What are you gonna do? People don't know how to drive here in West Virginia. That's right. And locals just think everybody knows where the heck they're going because everybody knows everybody here in this small little county I live in. Everybody knows everybody. Oh! Go that way. The county line, just across the county line. Alcon truck. Just across the county line. He's going home on Blacktop. There goes a Taylor County transport van, more than likely going up to the Taggart Valley Regional Jail. They send about 2 loads up a day. They hold them in the courthouse, and they'll take about 6 of them up at a time, or they usually run a transport in the morning, head out and go, head toward Taggart Valley Regional about 8 o'clock. Transport all the ones that went up there, or basically transport the ones down that had court. They go up, get them, bring them back down. I don't know why they just don't take them to Prunytown, because I know they got transport vans that go to Prunytown too. Or maybe they got one that's going to come back to Prunytown, or I don't know. I don't know why they just don't transport them themselves. I mean, it's not like it's a big deal. Throw 4 or 5 of them in a van and take them up there, or just after you catch them, just put a little bit more gas and go get them. So that's about an hour drive from Grafton to Regional to RJ. You stay up there, you big bitch. Stay up there on the bank. That's a good girl. Dear. But I know they transport a few of them to RJ in the morning and in the evenings. They transport a few. But instead of me having about a half-hour drive every morning. Starting at 8 o'clock, I'll have about a 10-minute drive, if that. Starting at 6 o'clock in the morning. When my cousin's working. Gate open. No. Goes Walt. There's our mechanic at where I'm working. Who the heck I am? For what I do with these videos, just keep some of my name, keep it, keep my place of living personal. Keep my work personal. That's none of that stuff needs to go out. I mean, I work with people all day. I work with the general public all day. So I mean, there's no need to tell you. I don't have to put up with that. I mean, it's nice that I'll tell you guys if it's like crap. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go up. There we go. But at some point, I'll let you guys know where I work and everything when I feel that YouTube is graceful enough to start screening the people that are able to watch videos and stuff, and they're not going to be pedophiles or people just trying to kill somebody. And I mean, I'm sure I've got people, liberal dipshits on here that don't like trapping, that watch my videos just to bash me and everything like that. And I've got such comments and everything banned from being showed to you guys, but I can still view them, and I immediately take them down because I'm not gonna. You guys that have been loyal to me from day one, and you guys have been loyal to me from day one, and I know I've been letting some of you guys down, and I've just been doing a live stream here and there. I haven't been doing any major videos because I don't have time. I go to work at 8 o'clock. I leave the house at 7, basically. I get there about 7:30. I start work at 8. By the time I get home, if I don't go to my other job, by the time I get home, it's 5 o'clock. And it just doesn't make for a good day, and then have to come home and edit video, you know? I mean, usually I make some video and stuff. I'm gonna have to cut down to about a video a week, post a video on a Monday, and you guys will see none of it'll be the same day stuff. It'll be like film trapping all week. I'll film trapping all week, and on a Saturday I'll just sit down, edit it, take care of it, everything, and just do a scheduled upload for Monday. And whoa, that is new. That was not. Hello, lady. That's new. That was not there today. That was also not there last night. That was not there this morning when I went through either. So that has fell out today, through the day. I hate that damn I just wish I could cut. I just wish I could have somebody in the passenger seat just run into there and freaking grab the damn thing. Because it's a pain in my fucking ass. And I normally don't cuss on this video. You guys know that. But that thing is just a pain in the rear and everything else. So there's no really telling what the problem is. Okay, buddy, make up your dang mind. You going in or you going out? Okay, this is where it gets a little sketchy, and I'd say this car is going to test me because it knows it can. And it probably will. There we go. I'm going. Heck with them. If they're going to wait on me, I'm going. Oh, that was just... Okay, I know who that is. Come on, buddy. Fine driving. Let's go. You little red Chevy. Let's go. Or this big white 1500 gonna run up your ass. There you go. Get some. There you go. Get some. There. Put some power behind her. Come on. You're only going about 25 miles an hour. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna stop in at McDay's and get something to eat real quick. I'm gonna pause you guys. I'm just going to kind of sit you guys down in the cup holder. I'm going to stop and get me something to eat. I know I got a little bit of money to spend, so I got about $5 maybe, if that. Because then I'll put about $50 in gas and stuff today, so I think I might just grab a couple things off the dollar menu, like 3 McChickens or something fancy. I got a tea right there and the things. It'll be all good in the hood, man. Oh, there we go. Oh, boop. Get some boost here. Apparently this guy's ordering the fucking store already. Anyway, I'm gonna sit you guys down. I'm gonna put you guys down in the cup holder. Right down here. Turn you guys' camera around, and I'm gonna go ahead and order food. See you guys in a second. Sit you guys down in. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to put you guys down so I can get my food ordered. See if I got enough money to do that first. I know I got some change in my pocket. She must be ordering the store. Let's see, she is. Alright, there's 2, 3, 4. That should get me 4 McChickens. I got $4 down here. You know what? I'm gonna get 4 McChickens. Screw it. I'm going all out. And this grandmother in front of me, not trying to be nice. This grandmother in front of me must be trying to win the freaking Olympics for being a pain in my ass. 61 minutes. Oh boy. I've been going an hour and a bit. Oh, thank you, buddy. We'll be here in a second. Hold on. I think somebody else is. Oh my good lord.
What can I do for you?
Yes. Can I get 4 McChickens, please?
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, 424, your first one down.
Thank you. Have a good day. I can hear Damien in the background. All the big managers leaving now. This is all gonna go. This is gonna be a blast. That lady in front of me ordered literally $7 worth of shit, and it took her 20 minutes. Hello.
424. Hi, how you doing?
Oh, pretty good. Been a fun day.
Do you want an honest answer, or can I lie a little?
You can lie or whatever. It doesn't bother me.
Great day.
Okay. That works.
Have a good one.
Yep, you too. I like picking on her. She's a sweet little gal. She's a sweet little gal. She really is. She's a sweet little gal. There's an old Chevy with an original 350 block in it. I normally don't wear my firefighting jacket or my fire jacket out places like this, but I'll tell you one thing: you cannot beat this thing for warmth and everything. And I just hope at some point I just hope I can wear it on the truck on my new job because it is so comfortable. As far as I know, as long as I don't take it on a fire or anything, I should be okay. I thought the TV was working. Wait for me, chicken? Yep. Thank you, bud. Have a good one. I tell you one thing. Everybody talks about how the African American descent people are assholes. I have never had a problem out of any of them. They've all been nice to me. I don't have anything to say about them. They've all been nice to me. Least I can say, they've all been nice to me. Haven't had a problem out of any of them. And that's saying something, because I've had a problem out of most people. Most people, they don't like me, I just don't really care. But I'm going to let y'all go. Turn the camera around real quick here. Have a good one, y'all. We'll see y'all later. Catch y'all on the flip side. All that good stuff. See y'all later. I'm going to go ahead and end this.